All right, gang, welcome back. Welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody had a fantastic day today. Markets were good to us today. Um, we had a massive drop on indices and everything else. So, yeah. Well, let's dive in now. We got candle closures coming up at 9 o'clock. So, let's take a look at the charts here. Let's take a quick look at gold since we're already on here. I'm going to start off on the 4-hour. All right, so first thing I'm noticing, right, on the charts here is we have a gap to fill down here. We missed the gap fill by a few pips, but it's still a valid gap here. But we're kind of made this bullish move up from the Sunday open, and there's a couple of ideas I have here. Well, first things first. So we did form this resistance level. If you notice how it was a bit of a support here, we kind of came right back up. Look at these wicks right here, and now we're kind of rejecting from that area. We got 20 minutes of this 4-hour closure, and we do get a bearish closure. A bearish closure. I'll be looking for a top wick here, and maybe if we retest here, I might be interested in these sells now, at least to get the gap fill here. But there's another area that I'm into. Where's the? Do I have that thing here? All right, I'll look it up over here. Oh, here it goes. How come that thing didn't pop up? There it is. All right, so I'm looking at this area right around here. All right, so I'm thinking we can still possibly, pop up to this, 2900 area more or less, and then we can see the move down. That's possible, but because we're closing bearish and respecting this level here that was a previous support now turned resistance, this could be a correction to this drop. Notice how we've been coming down, so once we came down, this was a bit of a minor correction. We just went sideways and got a bigger drop. So this looks more like a correction to this move down. So if we respect this level, I'll be interested in some sells. We might get a top wick here if this candle closes bearish in the next 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we could take it down to the gap fill here. Let's see how that plays out. But we're gonna wait, right? 20 minutes of candle closures on the 4-hour, and we'll wait for that. All right, I'll leave that level marked in. All right, on the 1-hour, this is what I see on the 1-hour. We have this move up, right? Formed that support, respected that resistance right here. Now we came down, came back up. Now we formed, excuse me, somewhat of a double top, right? So in a case like that, we could say that, and look, we wigged down here right into that support area. If we take out the neckline, that's probably around 2881.5 or so. If we excuse me, if we come down and get a closure below the neckline here, then yeah, we could take ourselves from there as well. So let's see, are we gonna take a wick entry or are we gonna wait for closures below? So let's sit tight and wait there. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq had a massive move down today. Look at this. So yeah, we caught the sells on the Nasdaq right around these highs here. So once we pushed up here and then flipped, we got in right around. I think we got in around. It's really higher than that. I think I took a. This was the wick entry I took in. I think right up here somewhere. Yeah, we got in around 20,950 or so. We caught a nice sell on the way down. So yes, we made some good profits on that. Let me delete these levels. Let's jump into the 4 hour on the Nasdaq, and yes, super bearish. Um, we closed below this support level on the 4 hour. So this support level here, you see these wicks? Look at these wicks. Everybody respecting this level. These candles pulled down but closed here, pulled down, closed above, ripped up. And now this candle came down and closed below. Now we have made a top wick, right? And we're flipping. So, you know, not a lot of volume because this happened towards the end of the day, but we got a nice push down and then it flipped back up, but still remain below this support level off the 4 hour, right? So my expectation is, I mean, we could get a bit of a correction. You know, we might this minor resistance here. You know, I don't know if it'll go way back up here, but I think that if I'm gonna look for a sell position, see this minor resistance it formed here, it could tap into here around that's probably what the 20,615, 620 range, more or less. It could potentially make that move, and then we catch a flip because we got all this liquidity to grab here anyway. So, but you know, there's not a lot of volume for Asia on indices anyway, so it's very unlikely we'll get a big move that high, but it could certainly happen during London. But we'll wait out and see, right? We're gonna have to be patient and wait. But yeah, this looks extremely bearish. Looking at it, you know, we made this drive, made a correction, drop, correction, drop, correction. Now the drop taking out the lows. Yeah, this is definitely bearish. And now current 4 hours about to flip bearish here. So yeah, I mean 15 minutes a lot of time. So we're gonna have to just kind of just see how it closes, right? We want to be patient and wait for our setup. Uh oh yeah, you guys asked me about Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh my goodness, look at this. I had a hunch that we weren't really gonna go back to the highs. It dropped way too far, but that correction was pretty decent, right? So now we got to sweep the lows here. Where's our support level down here? What do we have on? Well, there's a gap to fill here, but I didn't even notice that. I wasn't really. I don't really look at Bitcoin like that. I'm doing it because you guys asked for it. So, yeah, 76. But yeah, we're probably coming. Wow, look at that, 70, 72, 73,000. Yeah, this thing got a long ways to go. But for you crypto lovers, yeah, I would wait for that drop, and I think it's really gonna come down to that support level around 72, 73. And yeah, as they say, buy the dip, right? You guys got to make that move. All right, so yeah, let's give it a few minutes. 4 hour looking good, 1 hour looking good, double top formed. You know, we gotta either wait for the neckline break or we'll look for a wick entry if we respect that level. So we'll wait. All right. So give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, gang. So yeah, we're still waiting here. Let me move this over to the 1 hour. All right. Now let's see how this thing plays out here. Oh, look at that rejection, right? Very simple, very simple. Support, resistance. We're in this range, right? So as long as we're inside this range, right? This is a no trade range for us, right? As long as we're inside this area right here, we'll stay out, right? The only way I'm trading the range is um looking at it on the 4 hour. If we do close bearish here, I might be inclined to wait for a top wick and then take a wick entry, right? And then catch the flip down. But we'll have to see, because if this closes bearish and then we come down for a bottom wick first, probably even sweep out the lows, this thing could still flip up. So what we want is a top wick, excuse me, a top wick to at least this resistance level, right? Maybe a little higher, and then take the wick entry and then catch the flip down, like I said, down to the gap fill. So that's kind of the plan here on gold. So we'll wait. Yeah. What's this looking like? Yeah, this thing is just rangy. Look at how we're going sideways here. We had our levels marked up here and we closed below, coming up, somewhat retesting and coming back down. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a sell stop at the break of the lows here. We got a bearish close here and a continuation. If we take out the lows, we should drive down at least to grab this wick down here. That would be, yeah, that's pretty decent. About 200 points. We'll see. Let's wait on the NASDAQ. And now we're gonna wait on gold here for sure. And hopefully we'll get something tonight. But again, if we remain inside this range here, then I guess it is what it is, right? We'll have to wait till tomorrow, right? We're not gonna force anything. I want to get a wick entry. So bearish closure. We get a top wick. Come up here to this area. Then I'll look for sells down. We do come down first, right? Let's say maybe even take out the previous candle lows. There's still a chance this thing can flip, and then we might have to wait. But remember, these candles here form the support. So if we do come down and get a closure below, then once we close below this neckline here after making this little double top here, then I'll be more inclined to take the sells down to the gap fills. Patience, right? You're gonna have to wait. It's been struggling to break above that resistance there. This support level here, support level here. Look to the left. Look at all this chopping. Support, support. So yeah, this is a pretty strong resistance here, and we reject it right here. Look at these two candles close below. These candles wick into that price there. So yeah, it's a pretty decent level right around that 28993 range. That's why if we do get a closure above here, for example, if we do get a closure above, this thing could ride up, and then this is where I potentially be looking for a sell, maybe around that 2900, 2905 range. Yeah, I'll be looking for sales from there. And I might not be till tomorrow. I can do a, I think I can do a split. Let's split here. Not what I was thinking. Come to think of it, look at this move down, right? And then we had a previous daily closed bullish, but closed respecting that resistance that we're talking about there. So, but this thing can push up or rejecting down. So you might get it could be a bigger top wick here on that daily candle before we flip. It's possible, but going off the smaller time frame. So yeah, so like I said, we're in this little range right here. So breakout below, breakout above should give us a move. It's a nice rejection. Look at that rejection here. All right, we got about a little over a minute left on this candle. So let's wait for closure and see what our next move is, right? So we got the move up. 4 hours finally closing bearish. Look at the last 4 hours. 1, 2, 3. Got 4 bullish closures. This was a nice push, but price failed to continue up. So it respected this resistance right here. Now we're getting a pretty decent bearish closure here. Let's see if take a top wick and then come down, sweep the previous 4-hour lows, and then give us the drive down. That'll be awesome. All right, 45 seconds, gang. All right, there's our closure. Um, yeah, came down a little bit here. We're gonna have to wait. Like I said, waiting for that top wick. If you don't get that, we just wait. We're breaking the lows here. Not quite. Let's see if we got activated. Had a, I don't know yet. Just for my platform, I had a signal that I put out here, but it hasn't activated yet. All right, back to gold. All right, go. We're looking to make our way up here. This is what I want to see: a push up, nice, decent push up, and I'm willing to take the wick entry, right? Assuming it's gonna respect this resistance level here, so I'm willing to take a shot at it. And yeah, stops will probably be above this wick high here. But if this is the wick here, this thing can reflip. I mean, we could always take a sell stop at the break of the lows here. Already made a bottom wick here, pushing up. We could have a sell stop here and then catch the move to the downside. But you know, sometimes I'll wait for a wick entry. If I'm gonna take a sell, I want to take it at the top of the range. If I'm gonna wait, take a sell here if it reverses, then I'll just wait for the closure below. All right, so the 4 hour closed below, previous candle made a top wick and then closed bearish here. Man, I'd be interested in some sells here on the NASDAQ, gang. All right, I'm gonna have a sell stop at the break of the lows on the NASDAQ here. Actually, I'll do this wick right above that resistance level. This lows, we should get activated here, and we'll write it down. I'll adjust the stop loss here. I mean, if we get, yeah, You know what? My stops are gonna be above previous candle high, so right around 555. Let me just adjust that. Yeah. That'll be the trade right there. All right, have this sell stop here on NASDAQ, right? Once we came up, made a top wick after this bearish closure. If we flip, take out the lows, it'll activate us here at the break of the previous 1 hour lows here. Let's see. No, I'm not activated on the NASDAQ yet. Not yet. Not activated yet. Came close. Not yet. No activation. Yeah, my stops are just above the previous candle high right here. Hasn't come down yet. Gold. All right. Let's see. Oh, looks like it wants to come down. Gave us a small top weight, but for gold, then if I'm gonna sell it, I'll wait for a closure below the neckline here. Once we close below the neckline, I'll be highly interested. This thing can still flip up, so we'll wait. Yeah, not activated on the NASDAQ yet. Still waiting. This is bigger. This is too small. Yeah. What did I do? Goodness gracious. There we go. You know what? This is thinking. I want to put the. There we go. Perfect. All right, still waiting. If it starts to drive up and let's say reflips or takes out the previous highs or whatever, then we'll delete. This is really banking on the 4-hour flip, right? Bearish close on the 4-hour. This trade is based on the 4-hour time frame. So once we came up, made a top wick, if we flip and take out the previous lows, then we should drive down. But this thing can always make a steeper wick. So if it pulls up too far, you can always delete. While wait for NAS to activate. Let's take a look here. Yeah, gold is just kind of ranging in here. And nothing yet. It's actually pulling back up. Alright, so we just got a 15-minute closure, closed bullish here. Almost came down on flip, but pulled right back up. Yeah, market's very choppy, kind of ranging in here. No volume. Okay. Nasdaq is pulling up here. If the Nasdaq can flip, there's still a chance it can just make a steeper wick and then flip. But if we don't flip before the candle closure, then I'm probably gonna delete the sells. Patience, gang, patience. Gotta wait. This one's dropping some more here. Well, took out that little minor support from this correction here and ripped down. Next target is probably about 79,000 or so. Bitcoin's bleeding. Gold starting to kind of creep down, but need a closure below here. We're going to take these sells. Could happen the next 40 minutes or so. This thing can still come down and close below. It's possible, right? If not, then we'll probably call it a night here. right. Will we drop here? It's looking like it wants to make a move down here. Hold up 50 pips. All right, gang, I'm going to delete this sell stop for now on the NASDAQ. Yeah, I'm going to wait to see, because if you notice now, I've formed this, as of now, has this little support area right here. You see that? So we have support here, and now this candle is rejecting. So again, right, our closure below this support here, this minor support, should give us a nice move down. We'll have to wait. Most times these setups, they'll play out during London, either a break above this range to the top here, the 2900, or the break of the neckline here, and then drive down and fill the gap. You might not get it during Asia on this live stream, but if you're gonna be trading for London, you should wait for that move to occur. That's a breakout out of this range in any direction should be a good sign. I wouldn't mind this thing going higher, because I would like to sell it from up here. Okay, go pushing down a little bit more here. When we come down and break this, got 32 minutes left on the candle. And you see how price is rejecting. It's now rejected twice from this level of resistance. We have rejection here, form of support here, here. You go back, support here. We have resistance here, support here. I mean, you know, it's a key level here, and it's rejecting here. But yeah, once you form this double top, and now it's coming down this way here, I honestly would wait for the break of the neckline here, and then we can take ourselves down, right? Like I said, our target would be the gap fill here. So target would be around 2858 and a half. I just probably about 2859. Just round it off to that, more or less. Right at this wick right here. So that's that would be the move if we get a closure below. All right, previous 15-minute close bearish, 30-minute close bearish. Kind of still stalling here. Yep, still gotta wait, gang. Yo, Fluidity, what's up, my man? Waiting for gold closures here. Yeah, I'm hoping we get this closure here before the candle closes here. But if not, you know, probably gonna call it a night early. You know, I got an early morning tomorrow. Yeah, man. Almost done with Q1, man. A lot of volatility in the market, though, too, right? New York session was wild today. You got on the train. What you got in at the top here? I didn't get on stream early enough. I mean, this candle was already kind of coming down when I got on stream, and I was waiting for the closure. I caught this move. This move earlier during the New York session. Yeah, I sent this sell out in my platform, my signals platform, and we caught this whole drive down here. So I made some profits on the gold sell here, but only on this drop right here. But I'm looking at this gap fill. Like this wick came down, but you would think it filled it, but it missed it by a few pips. So that gap is still valid. Oh, you got up 89.90. Okay, right around here. Also, right below this level right here. All right, yeah, that's a good entry. You're up about 50 pips or so. Yeah. This point, on the 4-hour fluidity, this is what I was waiting on. So you see this candle close bearish on the 4-hour. You see this wick. I was wanting a steeper wick, at least to this level, maybe around that 28.92, 93, and then take the wick entry for the flip. But it was a top wick, but it was a small one, and then now look, it's just dropping. So now I'm gonna just wait for the 1-hour closure and see if this 1 hour can close below, but it's running out of time, man. Yeah, if we don't get the closure below by candle closure, I'll wrap it up tonight, because like I said, you know, I'm not gonna wait for another 1 hour closure, you know, on stream at least. I was waiting for this resistance to be broken. I was waiting for that 2900, 2905 range to catch the sells down. I mean, it can still happen. London can push this up this way, but like I said, if we break this neckline after this double top gets formed here and we take out the support here, then we should drive down. Oh, NASDAQ is coming back up here. It's going to test the support. This resistance, well, support here, resistance here. So coming into that level around that 20,500 level right here. Let's see. And this thing could rip through and come up to this high up here, right at the top of that range, which would be great. You know, we can come up there. This high up here. This would be a nicer correction. Come down and tap into that like 20,720 or so. Yeah, this was that support. This candle wicked right into this level right here. Look. And then this candle closed below. Once we close below, got our top wick, and then we ripped. Yeah, I caught this whole move down like this. It was amazing. This was a great trade today for us. But now we're just kind of ranging. We're chopping up here. It's not much happening. You know, this thing, for all I know, can continue to rip down during London, but We get a correction back up, you know, I would be very interested in some sells back now. All right, gold starting to pull back up. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get a closure below. I mean, we got 22 minutes left on this candle, and starting to kind of creep back up here. Man, looks like Nasdaq is rejecting that level there. But it's yeah, it's nothing here really. I mean, closure below would be fantastic below this level. But yeah, otherwise I'll probably just wait because I'm bearish on indices right now. So if I'm gonna take a trade on the Nasdaq, I would love for it to make a correction up here so I can resell it down. But if we got a break below, you know, anything's possible. I mean, we got a wick to grab here. That would be nice. All right, 20 minutes left, gang. Let's see what happens. 20 minutes is a lot of time. I mean, you know, anything can happen. This thing can start coming down and close below in the next 20 minutes. It can happen. Or close above, either or. But we close in the range. Yeah, we're probably going to call it a night, gang. We'll wait till tomorrow. Here's the thing about trading, though. It's you know, 80% waiting, 20% trading. I mean, you know, you have to have a lot of patience to do this kind of work here. But patience is key. You know, it's important to exercise it, to you know, to have that discipline, because without discipline in this business, you know, it's going to be very hard to be successful. You have to have a lot of patience. Wait for your setup. With that said, you know, some of you might be trading off the 30-minute, 15, maybe even the 5-minute, and you might see something setting up, and by all means, you can take your trade. This is what I do. When I go on stream, I'm just, I'm showing you how I trade. But you want to take a sell right here, you can take your sells. You want to take a buy, you can take your buys. As long as you don't break your plan. If it's part of your particular plan, your particular strategy, then you execute. You don't have to trade or take the trades I take. But I come on stream and I mark my levels, and then I go over what my plan is. So at the moment, my plan is to not trade within the range. Initially, like I said, it was a top wick here to the top of the range, and then I was willing to take a wick entry and trade the range down and potentially even the breakout. But candle's almost closing, and it's starting to flip now, but it's pretty much pretty much done. So at this point, if we do push up and close above, like I said, I'll let it run probably overnight, and hopefully pre-New York will catch the gold all the way in this area up here, and then we could look for a sell opportunity. Oh yeah, so the 15-minute had closed bullish. Okay. There's 30. Now we're pushing up. We break those 30 highs there. We should come up to the top of the range here. It's starting to trickle up. Yeah. 1 hour flip bullish here. All right, this thing might want to come and tap into the range again at the top. So, yeah. All right, gang. I'm probably gonna call it. I doubt this thing's gonna flip and close below here in the next 12 minutes. It's not enough volume for it to make a move like that with so little time left, right? Yeah, I think it's a no trade night for me tonight. All right, just to give you guys my particular plan, right? We got this double top that somewhat formed. We did come down and tap into the range here, but failed to break the neckline here, and now we're pulled up, and now we're coming up. So, in this range here, right? So a closure above, will potentially come up to that 29.05 range, and from up there, I'm personally going to be looking for some sell opportunities in this area here to catch it coming down this way. But if kind of just ranges all night, and then we got a break below from this range here, yeah, I would think we'd come down to the gap fill and potentially even to fill the range down here at what's this, about 28.33 or so. Yeah, a lot of range to move down. So yeah, if you guys are gonna be trading tonight or early in the morning, just keep an eye out for those levels, right? Gang, that's all I got for tonight. My platform members, we will be trading the New York session tomorrow. Starting early, probably pre-New York, and then we do have news. What do we have tomorrow? What's on the news? Let me open this up here. I want to see what we have for news tomorrow. What are we looking over here? What the hell is it? What do you know? No news. Nah, nothing for tomorrow. That Trump is speaking at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So right around this time, when I start my stream tomorrow, Trump might be speaking around 9 o'clock. So we might get some more volume, probably higher volume than we've seen tomorrow night. So let's see what happens. But yeah, no major news for the U.S. market tomorrow for the New York session. So either way, gang, we're trading the New York session tomorrow. Goodness. Yeah. Again, keep an eye out for those levels on gold. The NASDAQ is going to be a big mover tomorrow as well. Let me give you guys those. See what I'm going to do. Yeah. Again, I'm waiting to see. We're kind of ranging here, but if we can make a little bit of a correction up here, around 20,700, or maybe at the top of this little consolidation range, around 20,635 or so, maybe a little quick pullback here, I'll take the sells back down once we form a resistance there. All right, gang. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope everybody has a great night, a blessed night, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. God bless. Have a good night. Peace out.